2 uploads one day. That's awfully surprising. Anyhow, I don't typically like repeating anything on my channel, but the fact that this is on your screen, and what I'm about to show you, nothing changed here, means that something has flown under the radar of a lot of players of Fortnite. A change that temporarily happened to make something arguably better for some players and arguably worse for others. They reverted that change to make these super skins normal. So I'm gonna play a clip from a past video real quick, and when you get back from that, I will continue my piece. I am incredibly mutual on the point we're about to talk about, because I believe Epic will eventually remove these, whether the player base wants to keep them or not, and how good these skins are compared to the original super styles. However, I think that if the community generates enough backlash about this type of issue, we may see 2 separate super style types for the skins that currently have this issue, and I think that would just give the players a whole lot more customization with these older skins. I get it's a little genuous to ask for extra skins for older seasoned skins, but you get what I mean. I'm going to show you guys the ones that I personally have noticed that are bugged, and I'm glad that I have these ones because they honestly look really cool after the bug compared to before, but that's just my personal opinion. I will be showing you guys the Chapter 2, no, not Chapter 2, it's Chapter 5 Season 2 stuff, the God series stuff. So Aphrodite's super styles, I have all of hers, they are all bugged. With this on, bugged too. So I'll show you guys all of them. It's a lot more of a minimalistic style, but I think it's because the reactivity for these skins is gone. That's how I believe that this was created. Because these skins had like a texture on their jacket or whatever. I don't know how to describe this. You guys can talk about it in the comment section. That's how I believe this type of thing works. And it happened with some of the skins, not all of them, as you're about to notice. And if you come to Hades, and you actually use his emote, you equip him, come back, let's use his emote, the reactivity in his skin is still clearly here. And I think this just gives a whole lot more of an option for these particular skins. But again, this is only speaking about Chapter 5 Season 2. Other ones may not have this type of thing that can be mentioned. I'm going to show you all the styles anyway, so Lethian is fine. All of the super styles are bugged. Like I said, I do believe it is the animated textures that are currently bugged to an extent. I personally first noticed this issue with Zeus. I am not going to lie, because Zeus is very, very obviously bugged, but it looks really, really cool. These skins also work in game, which I'll show you at the end of the video with all of the Titan Flynn stuff. It all works in game. I just really hope that the Fortnite developers think about turning off this type of thing for an option, just adding it below the currently existing options. So like, imagine there'd be a third one below the super levels to turn it off or something. And then, who else was bugged? I can't currently remember. There's all the super styles from that particular season. I don't think I showed Artemis. She's another one that's currently bugged. All of them bugged. Anyhow, I will show these in-game right. So this is the Artemis skin in-game. Emotes work. The skin doesn't really bug out, as far as I'm aware. But, all of the skins are like this. They are playable in-game, and they look just as they do in the lobby. It's honestly kind of crazy that this existed, or maybe it was a bug that this existed in the first place. But these, I feel like, are cooler than the original super styles in some cases. Not all cases, but some. I'll show you the next one right now. Alright, welcome back from that. Anyhow, I am going to continue my piece by stating that there is a definitely a way to make super styles better. I know plenty of people have talked about it, but I feel that the whole super styles now versus what super styles were back when older chapters were around, these are extremely lacking. I would have much preferred like a, say, a tree to edit specific parts of the character. Say I want one part to be reactive and I don't want the other part to be reactive. I could do something like that instead of how they have it set up, because it's really kind of stagnant with how they've made it compared to how it was. Again, I don't necessarily like repeating this stuff on my channel, but I do find it a little bit irritating that they temporarily made these skins a little bit more competitively viable than this glowy gaudy bullshit. Anyhow, yeah, that's my piece. Yeah.